hoping to understand what exactly we're driving at, you need to watch this to the very end. I will give a short overview at this, you know, this starting point. It's important to look at the higher time frame analysis as they unequivocally speaks of what the market will do on a longer time. Now, that being said, look at the 3-month candle closure of the beacon market. We have 2 candle wicks, right? And candle wicks suggest rejections. And the first 3-month candle following the candle wick of the past 3-month candle of the last year's 3-month candle, which is the Q4 candle 2024, was not just a candle wick candle, which is the first quarter candle of 2025, but a bearish candle closure. And now we have the candle opening. Please take note from somewhere around 82, right? 1,500. We've rallied upward. At best, we can always expect a 50% retracement of the body of the candle, which of this, previous Q1 candle, which is going to be like telling us somewhere around 88. Now, the candle opening here, let me zoom this more in. You would know that if it was like open downwards, we would actually expect a stronger rally upward. But no, it didn't open downward. Rather, as you can see, it literally is opening upwards, and that is suggestive of a downwards movement. And at best, I'm going to be saying we would be seeing the beacon market going upwards to 87k, which is somewhere around the 50% retracement of the Q1 candle body, which is this candle. And at best, we'll be seeing it flipping downwards. And so that tells us something. A candle rejection, number one, a bearish candle formation, and then the candle closing bearish on a whole 3-month candle, number two, and the candle opening of this Q2. Well, that is suggestive of a bearish continuation on the quarterly candle. That explains that within April, May, and June, we would be seeing the beacon market probably trading somewhere around 68, 67k after it's done with it all back and forth. I think that's a very good one for you to take away. Now, for the deep dives, I think you want to stay with us. Now, this is it. This is where it gets interesting, and I really wish everybody can actually understand what market is doing. I literally preempted the market doing a 50% from at a max 100% from this all-time high of the previous market. So this is it. Measuring this, we can see it has done like let me take this off and measure this. All right, from this all-time high of the previous market, all right, around 69k, 68k. Now, if you measure that, you would see the market really got like 67%, and I think that's fair enough, especially if we have preempted the market going bullish, and it did that. So, and that's my expectation. I was very, very realistic in my expectation for the bull market, all of that. So now, guys, you all know whenever we have not just a bearish market, a bearish candle closure, but a candle rejection, which is like the wicks, it's telling us the end of a cycle. It's something you all should have taken note of with the market. Like, look at this. All right, a candle wick. Are you seeing this? Rejections and then candle closure. I mean, if you go on and on in history, you would see that. So candle wick, bearish closure, and then the market dumps. And so we're right here in the middle of historical patterns playing out, and I think it's something we do not want to quickly ignore, right? We want to stay true to this whole analysis and focus on what exactly we think and we are seeing the market essentially doing. We do not want to face we don't want to deceive ourselves, right? Which I think is not going to be a good one for us. We want to face reality. Now, from the 3-month candle, I've given us a breakdown of what I think the market's going to be doing. We're still very much bearish, just like the analysis I gave us on Q1. Just pray for me. I'm hopeful and I'm hoping that I'll be doing more of analysis, like live stream on Binance twice or once a month, twice or once a week, so that we can have at least 8 coverages or maybe 10 in the course of the month. Please drop your likes. I'm going to be giving more of our freebies, our BTC tokens on Binance Live. Okay, here we go. So drop more likes and let's engage and enjoy. So guys, where are we? Look here. Now 3-month candle is clear. Let's come to a 1-month candle and see what the market is doing. Don't mind all the old drawings. We're going to be understand what it is I drew there when we come close. Now on a monthly candle, not only do we see a bearish engulfing candle, which is obvious, plus candle week rejections. We're seeing the way the candle is forming. The month of March was literally closing up as a doji, but yes, we would not conclude it is. But at the very least, we can see some stuff playing out around the candle formation. Now take note, do not rush this whole thing. Now come closer, let's see this. What do I think the market is doing? Where are the candle highs and the candle lows? Now let's take this up. Apparently, this was the candle, this was the candle low, led to this high, a retracement, that we moved upwards. Now, having moved upwards, guys, we retraced. Now, we retraced to this point. What do you think market is going to be doing? Yeah, it moved upwards, exactly. Breaking the previous all-time high, which was sitting around 68, 66K, right? And of course, smashing a new all-time high. And yeah, it is an all-time high. It is an all-time high that market made at $109,000, I think. $109,000. And I think we apparently knows what that means, that when an all-time high is set and the market's already given us every sign of a bearish market, we need to begin to intentionally readjust our portfolios and never at any point pretend. So many things are ongoing. Fundamentally, Trump, tariff wars, all of those, do not ignore them, right? All of those are signals to what exactly the market is yet going to do way more. But yet, I keep saying this over and over again, the chart is the art of the market. What does the chart say? Now, the chart is saying, having broken these structures and retested, we made this high, then we have this as our strong low. Now, this is our strong low, then we can definitely draw our ground box to know what exactly is the retracement level, even if we're going to be continuing. So the ground box is telling us that we should retrace at very least into 71K, right? Probably, testing this resistance level that was broken. So we would be seeing the market coming close to 78K at the very least with this projection. That implies that in about a month or two, we should be seeing market breaking below, yes, this candle low. Let me take this off. So we are predicting this point that the market is probably going to be breaking this candle low right here at 76K. That's probably going to be happening. But when will that happen? It's subjective to what exactly is the liquidity game the market is playing. And we need to look at these with a clear eyes. All right, with the clear eyes, and we need to ask ourselves important questions. What are the important questions we've got to ask ourselves? Are they likely for the market to rise way higher? What are the liquidity the market could be targeting upwards? Well, on a monthly time frame, we have the candle weeks closing right. The candle week touching about around 95K, explaining that liquidity around this order block is essentially been taken, and there's a flow for that to this candle, and that implies we need to focus on this candle. And so let's come to let's come to a weekly time frame. Don't forget, we have a candle week, we have a bearish engulfing candle, we have a tendency and a deliberateness for us to experience the market tapping into this lower liquidity. That is, if there's no break below, and then which all are suggestive of a bearish order flow, then we come to a weekly time frame. What do we see on a weekly time frame? Yeah, now on a weekly time frame, we're seeing a candle body, which is mirroring between the fair value gap, which spans between 85,178 right here above this candle wick. And okay, I think we can't literally say this is a candle that has not taken its orders, because the candle wick beside it literally came below. But maybe for some reasons the market wants to come right into this fair value gap, so we can mirror from here and say we stop in right here. Let's just take that for instance. So at best we say 90K, 9300 if the market attempts going way higher, right? Take note of that. So now, and so what we were all seeing right here is something interesting. Look at this. Let me take this ground boxes analysis off, and of course you all see that this particular demand zone, right, which has been tested once and twice, has been broken clearly, and the market at best could retest here. But much more importantly is that if we take this to be a rate of buyer's liquidity, and then followed by a shift in market structure, so the downside and not a continuation upside, which of course is apparent of and conclusive of a bearish order flow, we can definitely conclude that we should be expecting at very least, since this is an MSS or a breaker structure or a shifting structure, whichever one you want to call it, we should be expecting something like a retracement right into these levels, which is the 50% go the pocket retracement for 61.8 or 618 on time entry on the Fibonacci tool. So we can be seeing something around 90. So there's a level, there's a range I'm going to be predicting, which is 92k. The candle wicks can come to 96k. So within 92 and 96k, the market should have a flow or a play around those zones for dumping. And I'm saying this to let you know that, hey, this is my prediction for the markets, right? We can't ignore all of these signs, right? All of these, we can't. And this is it about Bitcoin. And I really do hope everybody's really getting all of this analysis. And then I'm probably going to be posting this recording on X, so everyone can definitely take some things with them as my, Q2 gift for them. And they just have to sieve up the noise and focus on the chart, right? That's the pure bliss of understanding market analysis without adding any sentiments to it, right? Very important, very important. So now, guys, look at this. I've analyzed that. I think we need to focus on this OB, which is this order block, and I'm specifically going to be saying 95 200 as my entry point for this particular trade. I'm going to be setting all of this up right in our faces, so we do not say um I didn't predict this or I didn't talk about this, right? So I mean, we can always take this. That's one thing about me. I hope to do a follow-up video, but this is like one-timer video that you would want to look at and understand what exactly the market is doing, not just in Q2, but probably in the course of the month that follows. So now this is it in simple terms. My predictions are simple. The bigger market potentially rises upwards to 95, 95 200 zone, somewhere around that, and then dumps at least to this point, 70k. And that explains why I am of the opinion, that we, okay, I think this is how best I can go about that. So, interesting. All right, so it's plays around like that. I just want to identify something with us. It touches there, comes down, right above like 96 200 and then drops. So the expected 95 600, 95 500, that's a good point of entry. And so that's my prediction about the market. So in essence, I'm expecting the market to probably rise upward from this point, right? Of course, we have a candle rejection around this point, definitely. And of course, there are still resting liquidities right there, and of course the possibility of the market retesting these support zone that has been flipped over to turn into a resistance. So saying that from the point where we are $84,000, I'm expecting Bitcoin to do some 12-13%, right? Expect that, and afterwards we go down. So they're not I think that's very much clear. So plus look at this. So we are seeing the market playing around this whole game. So this is it in clear terms. I think this is my old prediction. This other block has been targeted, and as such, I'm gonna be probably setting my short position somewhere around there like this. So I think this is perfect. 96,500 stop loss above this eye, which must not be rated, 99,400, and then you want to be taking this short position at least to this point, which is very realistic at 76,400. So keeping it clean and of course keeping it simple is one thing you want to be doing when drawing your chart. And I think that's very interesting. Please drop your likes on this live stream and drop your questions, very importantly. So I think this is clear. This is all game of liquidity, and I think yeah, the market's gonna be reading above the red line, going above that, and I think this is the whole game. I'm gonna be taking a screenshot of this probably to be posting this and giving you reasons why I think we might be having it a 14%. Let me just make this more interesting so that those I want to look at this whole analysis predictions cannot say we did not preempt this. So let's say yeah, a 13% pump. Now that's it, isn't it? So let's copy the image, and of course you all are seeing this, right? Isn't this interesting? I think it is. So I mean, you want to look forward to that post next, and of course you probably, let me just copy the link also. You probably would not want to miss out on that, right? So yeah, so that's it. All right, guys, so on a daily time frame, we all can see the daily candle, which is the candle that closed yesterday on the 1st of April, was a bullish closure, and now we are having today's opening, and I think from here we're going to be buying upwards. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be moving right now since I've done 20 minutes, about 15 17 minutes top dive on Bitcoin. I think it's very much clear. daily time frame projections, it implies that in a couple of days, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, we should be seeing beacon around this point. And that explains that probably next week, Tuesday or Wednesday, next week Wednesday, we should be seeing the market at somewhere around the 9th of April. We should be seeing the market already trading into this box, right? And of course, fighting as though it's going to be breaking this box. Meanwhile, do not think when the market have its week, its candle week going above here, it's a break of the box. No, it's not. It's not. Don't be deceived. I played with you. Don't be deceived, right? So very importantly, and so that's important. So we have very solid, eyes, right? This eye to this low, this eye to this low. But I think the most solid of all eyes and all lows, this eye is the most solid of all. This is not so much of an eye because market can definitely raise this. I'm so sure of that. So I'm going to be taking this off for some reasons, but no one will be deceived of that. And then I'm going to be calling this eye, this low, and this low not to be the real low. So this is it, the swing from this point to this point, and then there's a possibility for us to come here, right here, right here, right here. Let me make it more close. Exactly. 95,800. I think that's very much interesting enough. So let's just see the market playing its whole game and doing its whole drama. So I think that's pretty much it for Bitcoin. And for our candle, I think you get to see the same thing too right now. There's one thing I think anybody should be thinking of doing right now. It's to long the markets, right? So just that you want to be so sure you found your shift the market structure, and then you're spotting your entry and your stop loss is tight. The stop loss is probably going to be somewhere around 81 200 here if you entered around this retracement level, right? Of this. So you want to put stop loss somewhere around here, 82 500, and yeah, you want to be so sure that you're on the right side of liquidity, right? This is it, something like that. And you want to trade this right above here. Not so much above this liquidity is better, right? Above this liquidity at 88k. So I think that's it. So I think that's all. I don't know if you need anything on Bitcoin. So everything about Bitcoin, well explained. If you enjoyed this video, do not forget to give us a following on Elgiot. Yes, you find us on YouTube, on X, on TikTok, and every other place, every other social handles where we drop analysis. Peace out, enjoy. Don't forget to follow. Bye.